Everybody, it's JetsCentral coming back with another video, and a report came out saying that the New York Jets are going to be interested in trying to acquire cornerback, slot cornerback, nickel cornerback Bryce Callahan, right, of the Chicago Bears. When you take a look at the Jets cornerback room, it's not pretty, okay? I mean, Claiborne, set to hit the open market. Dale Roberts, set to hit the open market. Buster Screen, set to hit the open market. The only one that's like a for sure starter is Jermaine Johnson, and he's coming off just a bad season, right? They're just overall horrible signing by the New York Jets. I was pumped up with the Jermaine signing. I hope he could get back on track. A report came out earlier on in the offseason saying that the New York Jets have major buyer's remorse in regards to Jermaine Johnson. So I'm hoping the reunion with Greg Williams, his old defensive coordinator, hopefully he'll get back on track. But so far, I mean, he was coming off a rough season. So the cornerback room of the New York Jets is not looking good, right? Not in the least. So for the Jets to be, I don't want to say be aggressive because the free agency hasn't even started yet, and these are really all rumors when you take a look at it. I'll say this: it's good to hear that the Jets are going to be active, right? We're obviously going to have a lot of money, but we're going to be active in free agency. We're going to be attacking positions that we need, right? And that's really what the name of the game is when it comes to free agency. Obviously, we have to do our due diligence as far as spending money goes. You don't want to blow the bank on one or two players. You don't want to spend all of it, but targeting guys, having your eyes set on guys, and trying to negotiate a fair contract with them, and having a plan for them once they step in the building of how you're going to use them, right? How you're going to play to their strengths and minimize their weaknesses. So Callahan's a guy who, and I actually remember Callahan at Rice because I'm a big fan of Conference USA. It's a conference in football, the Group of Five. They have a lot of schools I like to follow down there: FIU, Marshall Thundering Herd, FAU, and I remember back when. Because at that time, Marshall was winning the conference championships down there all the time, back with Rakeem Cato, Doc Holliday, Tommy Schuler, those guys. Callahan was a guy who played kind of on the outside. He was always small, and ironically enough, his story reminds me a lot of Buster Screen, right? He's a guy that everybody looks over because of his size. He's like 5'9". I mean, he's listed at 5'10", but he's really 5'9". And they look at him and say, hey, look, you're just not big enough. Same kind of story with Buster Screen, both smaller schools, Rice, and then Screen played at Chattanooga. And Callahan actually went undrafted. Screen was, I believe, a third-round pick or fourth-round pick. And anyway, they make it to their NFL teams. They both have, they're both underrated players, right? Bears fans know Callahan's a beast. Browns fans knew Screen was a beast. And then they just hit the open market, kind of subtly, stealth, under the radar. Screen signed with the Jets and had a decent, tenure with the team. So Callahan reminds me of the same kind of player, right? A shorter player, works a lot better in the slot, has had experience playing on the outside, which I like, but is really overlooked because of his size, right? But this guy is tough. He flies around the football field. He makes plays. He's not like a ball hawking interception machine like you'd see out of like a Josh Norman or Richard Sherman, but he's more of a man cornerback that plays well in the slot. And when you take a look at the division, right, teams like the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots, they have a lot of slot guys, right? They like to utilize the slot, or the shorter, shiftier type of wide receiver. So if the Jets could target Bryce Callahan this upcoming offseason, if we could sign this guy to a deal, I would definitely say I'm for it. Callahan right off the bat would be an upgrade. I think as of right now, he's younger than Screen, and he'd be better than Screen. So if it came down to those two players, keeping Buster or signing Callahan, I'd be much more in favor of signing Bryce. So all in all, leave it there. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Would you guys want to target Bryce Callahan, right? If you guys don't really know him that much, go back and ask some Chicago Bears fans out there. Like, shout out to Josh from the Sports Fury, diehard Bears fan. He knows all about Bryce. So go ask him, and yeah, I'll leave it there. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, go Jets.